Greetings and salutations. And I haven't played Balatro in a while. Well, strike that. I haven't played Balatro in a while for a video. I was playing it the other day to unlock the majority of the decks for my sister. Now, my sister's not exactly the greatest at Balatro. And then again, neither am I. But I've been trying to unlock the final deck, and I just can't seem to get past orange stake on the ones that I do have it on, or purple stake on plasma. And I happen to like plasma because it's so much easier to finagle the plasma deck into working the way you want. So you just have to worry about getting high chip count. Because if you get high enough chip count, it'll balance with your mult, and then you don't have to worry about it. So maybe some stuntman shenanigans if I can do it. Burglar's not bad. That allows you to really just kind of fiddle around and throw cards. Like that. You can do it without fear of, like, oh, I'm gonna end up destroying the run because of whatever. No, you don't have to worry about that. Those are all terrible. We'll do that. Maybe it'll be easier to get a flush or something. I don't know. Spades are debuffed. Almost cleared it. Downside of the burglar right there. That makes me wonder, if you have the burglar, right? It says lose all discards. Oh, the hermit's not bad. I might keep that because we just got past the goad. That's good. That should be enough right there. Mult and money. Whole house. Whole house wouldn't be bad. What do we got in the Arcana? Yeah. Judgment. Not a fan of to-do lists. I'll sell this for the magician though. Cause I can just do that for money. Just like this. There you go. And then not get any procs. It's fine. See, I don't like to do this at all. Don't need the mult. Anything else good? Ooh. Herman giving me money. I might just sell to-do lists, come to think of it. Chariot doesn't help me. So I don't really need the mult. Three cards into spades, huh? Hey, look, there's a flush. Problem is the antes are going to get much higher. Chips. Get rid of that to-do list. It's terrible. What's in here? You. Not worth. Create a random rare joker, set money to 0. Huh. See if that gives me an extra discard. $7. Oh, we'll just make a whole bunch of spades. Goad's already gone. Why not? It does take all of them. Okay. I was just curious to see how that played out. I didn't need the mole. By the magician. I'm interested in that judgment. Actually, we'll do that. Let's get bonus. You know what? We'll do it. That's dreadful. Take the pair. Here's the pair. Not bad for a single pair. Ooh. That's for each remaining discard. That's the tragedy of it all. Egg. I like eggs. I'm on keto. Ooh, soul, Perkio. York. 1x malts. The number of cards discarded. Sorry, York. I rewatched a good anime. I know a lot of people don't really care about anime. And then again, there's a lot that do. And I rewatched this other one. Really solid. And the main character is more of an antagonist than he is a protagonist. And he spends his entire time antagonizing the crap out of everybody. Almost to a comical degree. And I like that. We'll get rid of the egg. Maybe. Let's see what's in here. I mean, I got a lot of spades going, so I might as well just keep them going, huh? Anyway, guy plays through this otome game, which if you don't know what an otome game is where it's a game like a romance simulator, like a dating sim, usually targeted toward women, right? And he's forced to play through it. He's forced to play through this otome game he hates. And he has to get the 100% clear for his sister, or his sister will tell their mom about you know what. But they never really tell what the you know what is. And so, we'll do Uranus here. I already have one with a pair, and I'll do one with a two pair. Maybe work on two hands. And unfortunately, I can't discard it. But anyway, he's playing through the game. He can't stand the characters because they're so watered down, and it's made by this big developer, and so he's upset about the whole thing, right? He gets the 100% clear. He leaves his house to go get food at the convenience store, and then basically falls straight on his face. Isekai'd, alright? To the world of the Otome game he was from. Or to the world from where the Otome game was. So he sets out to do this almost like he doesn't want to be a part of it, and yet he's trying to fight against it the whole time. It's hilarious. Bonus chips. Bonus chips. Bonus chips. I don't want to keep that in my hand, but at the same time I don't. Throw that 9 in there, too. I'm actually one club away from having a flush. But if I play a 3 of a kind, I don't lose the flush value. Normally I'd go for the banana, but disaster. Wow. That banana was so tempting. Originally, I didn't want to play it, but I figured, oh, you know what, screw it, I'll just play it. I kind of wanted the blue chip value, but the blue seal value, but I figured, whatever. I have to clear it anyway, so. It's getting harder and harder to clear them. I need more chips. More chips, more chips, more chips. Maybe if I get Stuntman, I can get it. Or if I reroll, I might be able to get Stuntman. If I can get Stuntman, that'd be great. Level the pair again. No Stuntman? Ooh. All cards are considered face cards. That helps with the chip count. There we go. Hiker would have been good too. Especially if you get a hiker early on, it'd be really good. Well, I can at least now play this flush and still get blue seal value. Hey, plus the chips. Always love to see the chips. It's a dumpster. Just doing it for blue Joker value. Ooh. Okay, that's not helpful. That's the opposite of helpful. Doesn't help. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to death that. I want to death that. That way I have a flush. I think it's time to sell the burglar. Oh, they don't even give me my discards. Gorgeous. Sort my suit. So that's a heart. Use a keen and discerning eye. Hey, look, there's an eternal burglar. Just can't stay away, can it? Sure, we'll throw some extra chips on him. Why not? I like that. I'll take 2 free of those. Ooh, money. Give me something good. Now we're talking. Well, that's lucky. If I do the lucky cards, it's not really going to help, is it? Buy that for now. Sometimes I play high card. Stuntman? Might be, you know what? I'm going to take Mr. Bones. Because I don't know if I'm going to make the next blind. Next ante. Bar turns 3 of them into diamonds. I'd be a negative on the diamonds there, buddy. I'm gonna see what type of mess I can get into. Malt. That was a terrible standard pack. Okay. Game. Just Stuntman. Stuntman, please. I beg of you. I'll burn them both, why not? I need to get rid of that, unfortunately. Strike. They had to do it. Well, there's another blue seal, but it doesn't help me, does it? That one does, though. Yeah, I don't have a lot of red seal cards. We'll take it. And it was a spade. Bonus cards. Whatever. That's gonna be a lot of. That's gonna be a lot of chips. Magician. That saved me right there. Heavily leaning on the spade saved me. And then if it hadn't, Mr. Bones would have. Like, all I need is Stuntman would be it. That would be the thing that gets me there. It gets me across the line. Really? Tell you, this game's got it out for me. That helps nobody. Well, there's a discard. 3 of them into spades, huh? Boy, there's a lot of those. I think I have like 30 plus cards in my deck that are spades right now. 17. Just feels like there's a lot more in there. I'll take the win and the 1 flush. I don't know if I'm going to make it, though. Still seems rather sketchy. That doesn't do anybody any good. That does. Probably should have waited on the hermit until after the blind. Assuming I make it. Doesn't look I'm gonna. So let's go by rank. We got a pair. Ooh. Mr. Bones would have saved me if I hadn't been saved by the pair. Wow, they are just loving me with the Wheel of Fortunes today, huh? Suits. Suit. Kind of reminds me of the old song Zoot Suit Riot. It's kind of funny that I say that's an old song nowadays. What? This ain't gonna go well. Save me, Mr. Bones. I do not see another Mr. Bones saving my future. One iota. Nope. It is officially over. I mean, I don't get it. It's like all I needed was one Joker, and I'd have had it. One simple Joker, and I'd have had the entire blind. I'd have had the entire game. You know what? We're gonna go the Molt route. We're gonna see if the high Molt build can do the same. Went a little bit better than it did last time. I was expecting, obviously, with the burglar in the beginning, to just be completely doomed by, like, anti-5. I thought, well, I'm not going to get any good score jokers now. If you're ever wondering how stupid I am, you just saw it there. Of course, I don't want to discard and lose ramen value, so I'm just throwing away cards right now. And throwing away chances at winning, just so I can build a flush. Did not come close. If you notice, the high mult build's not working. Because it averages out the mult, so you're just trying to get more mult's not going to do any good. This run's pretty much in the grave, unfortunately. Oh boy. Hey, there we go. Get some foil going. Get some mult still. That might have brought the run back from the grave. Alright. There might be something to this. I think it's kind of foolish, right? Oh. Okay, those two together are just funny. And of course it needs to go on an odd card so that I can get complete odd Todd value out of it. Sure, Hanging Chad, odd Todd. I wonder what one high card gets me. They almost make it too easy. Sure, I'll take pallets. No more hand size. But I was telling a lot of the people that have played this before, I said, you know, Balatro is about understanding like planning things out and understanding the strategy behind it all. Because there is strategy to it. I don't think I'm gonna clear this one. Wait, hold up. Hold my horses. I should have put the 7 first. I was not thinking at that moment. Well, I cleared it. Didn't say I cleared it easily, but I cleared it. Sure, we'll take the negative. No parking. And we won. Right there. 49,000 on a high card. Oh dear God. You know what? Sure, why not? We're already running Stun Man. We've already got the Hanging Chad. Let's go with a high card build. Okay, maybe not. Let's go with a pair. Sure. Oh, look. Notice how with the mult, it's actually less than without the mult. Kind of interesting. Oh no, they debuffed my cards. How could they? Wow, can we actually get something like a heart? Thank you. Wouldn't give me a heart. It's like, are you kidding me? No luck in the wheel this time. I figure if I have Scholar, I might as well just use a bunch of aces, right? Put an ace to the face. $100,000's not bad on one hand. Wasn't a high card though. That'd have been great if it was 100,000 on a high card. Let me think. Yeah, I'll do that for the money. That was not a good reroll at all. That was a terrible reroll. Not a bad pair. So 31 chips, but because it's odd Todd, I get 31, so this is more playing it that way, and then we could go like that and play junk. Well, that didn't help nobody, did it? I would say that was a bit dreadful there, brother. That was a bit dreadful there, bruv. Jumbo Spectrum. All spades are debuffed. This seems to look like a pretty good hand. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6. Of course, the 8's debuffed. Not that it matters. It's not like it was an odd value card, so it's not like I was gonna get. It's not like I was missing out on odd Todd value. This is all terrible. Trying to maximize the points. 133 isn't bad. I am kind of concerned that the higher blinds and the higher antes are going to rear their ugly heads here in a minute. And yes, my trackball. I use a trackball. Let me see if I can show you here. My trackball's first click is finally decided it wants to kind of retire early sometimes. So I'm trying to keep it around as long as I can. Mostly because I'm stingy. I guess the proper term would be miserly. And yeah, people would say, well, what's the point of being miserly? You can't take it with you. Well, true, you can't, but at the same time, if you invest money, or if you spend money on something, pride of ownership, you know? Might want to hold on to it. Oh, the other thing I wanted to talk about. I try to stay out of politics as much as humanly possible. Because I know what it does, right? It alienates people. politics usually alienate people, right? Because you'll say something and someone somewhere else finds it to be in bad taste politically. Maybe they don't like it, maybe they don't like something about it. I don't know. Anyway, I saw something today that to me almost didn't make sense. Right? And that is, there was an executive order signed criminalizing the burning of the American flag. And I thought to myself, wait a minute. That's a form of protest. A lot of people don't see it that way. A lot of people see it as something completely different. And I was like, well, there's that. I'm gonna end it with this. The statement I'm making. And some would say, well, it's a form of protest. And it is. Is it disgraceful? Yeah. It is disgraceful. However, I sat there and I thought about it more. I'm like, wait a minute, didn't the Supreme Court already weigh on something like this? Turns out they did. 1989, Texas v. Johnson, I believe it was called, was the Supreme Court case. Let me look it up real quick. Texas v. Johnson, 491 U.S. 397, 1989 is a landmark decision by the Supreme Court of the United States, in which the court held a 5-4 split that burning the flag of the United States was protected speech under the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, as doing so counts as symbolic speech and political speech. So, right there's a Supreme Court ruling in 1989 saying that you cannot be criminalized for it. Now, I'm the type of person that's a constitutionalist. I look at how the Constitution's written, I take a look at it, and I say, okay, let's just follow that. And I agree with things that follow that most of the way. I mean, there are some caveats to it that you kind of have to nitpick, and there's subtle nuance to it. But in general, you follow it to the letter, and your nation runs pretty good. Specifically, the 10th Amendment allowing states to have their own constitutions, and in certain states, there are articles of their constitution that say you have the power of home rule. And when you have the power of home rule, it allows your local governing body to make laws that will even supersede federal laws that are not constitutionally granted. So, having said that, they're trying to make something criminal that is under protected speech. I can't see that executive order sticking around very long. In general, I find it distasteful. I mean, it's basically showing your disdain for your country of origin if you live here or if you were born here. It shows disdain for the country and all it's offered if you've migrated here. So, I do find it distasteful, personally, but it should not be criminalized, mostly because of the Supreme Court decision that's already been settled upon. But by that metric, no flag burning should be criminalized at all. So if some group of people or some other nation has a flag and you don't like their policies and they try to arrest you for that, that still technically falls under protected speech. It doesn't matter what group or anything, because it all falls under the same thing. It's regarding flag burning, it's protected speech, it's political speech. So I think they should just decriminalize the whole lot of it. Again, do I find it distasteful? Yes. If somebody's doing it, Should they be held accountable by the other people around them? Absolutely. Hold them accountable on a person-to-person basis. That's different. If a person says, I don't like what you're doing, and stops them forcefully by restraining them or putting out the fire or whatever, that's completely different. And that's something that should be done because, again, every action has a consequence. And I've said this before. I've said this multiple times before. When you do something and you think, oh, well, I'm going to do this without consequence. No, you're not, buddy. There's going to be a consequence somewhere along the line. Does it have to be enforced via an overreaching kind of governmental nanny state? No. Could it be enforced by people who just disagree with that opinion, making it very clear that you're no longer welcome there because of that opinion? Sure. Go that route. And they say, well, that leads to vigilantism. Okay. And in some cases, vigilante justice does work better. I don't advocate for it. I don't advocate for any sort of violence. I don't advocate for any sort of strong arming, so to speak. But looking at the Constitution and how it's written, it's protected speech. Whether you like it or not, it's protected speech. They're allowed to do it by the letter of the land. Now, there have been policies I've seen that I agree with. There have been policies I've seen that I disagree with. But I think this executive order, after knowing that there's a Supreme Court case that was adjudicated almost 30 years ago, this is just boneheaded. It's just a bonehead maneuver. And I don't understand why. Maybe they're trying to take the Vlad Tepes method, which is, figuratively, bloody head on a fence post. Because that was what Vlad the Impaler did. He basically impaled people that had invaded his land, and he sent back one person alive to tell them of all the horrors that happened, thus future-proofing, as much as I hate that word, future-proofing future invasions. He was only invaded once. And of the 50 or so prisoners he took, he impaled 49 of them and let the last one go. And said, tell them all of what you've seen here today. He was never invaded again, and I wonder why. He set an example. Not saying that that's the justified thing to do, but I'm saying maybe that's the idea they're trying to take here. Either case, I think it's a bonehead maneuver. There's already Supreme Court cases that adjudicated it. And I normally stay out of politics, but when I heard this, I'm like, there's no way that's going to fly. None. Because that's going to hit the Supreme Court, and that's immediately going to get shot down. I mean, honestly. Anyway, sorry to have bored you all at the end of that, but I hope everybody enjoyed this video. I know I did. I'm going to try to get through Plasma Deck eventually. Don't know exactly how I'm going to do it, but we'll see. Anyway, I hope everybody has a fantastic evening, a wonderful tomorrow. Don't be a bonehead. Don't make bonehead maneuvers like the one I saw today. And as always, have a good one.